And we're live on Facebook, Mario. Hey everybody, Andy here with South Florida with Mario Quintero with a one-stop shop happy hour, and it is Thursday, and I am glad to be back.
Welcome back.
Thank
Missed
you.
last week.
Oh man, I saw your broadcast, Mario. You did a fine job, though.
Yeah, we tried. It was okay.
You did a nice job there. I want to welcome Michael Miller, always tuning in.
Laura, Manny.
Manny tuning in. Laura, fantastic. So Mario, man, you did a fantastic job last week. How did you feel? You said you were a little nervous.
I was nervous. I was afraid something would break down or go wrong, or the tripod would fall, or but everything went smooth.
You did a fantastic job, man. I was up there in the snow, and I was looking at your broadcast, and I'm like, damn, I missed that cold weather.
I don't miss the cold weather.
The heat. Greetings, Michael. Greetings. We got Vanessa on there, our producer in the studio, giving us a check on the audio. Just give us a thumbs up there, V, if everything sounds good there. Mario, it was a beautiful place up there, up in the mountains in Colorado. We went to Breckenridge, and we went up there with some friends, and they own property up there. That they own like multiple cabins up there. And I'm thinking, this would be nice to own some property up here in Colorado, and to use that as an investment property. And all these flashbacks of all the broadcasts that we have been doing about saving money and buying and hard loans and money, and I told my wife, honey, we need to reduce our debt, and we need to start saving up even more money, because in fact we need to talk to Mario, because Mario, I'm sure he can help us with that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you send me the questions and the schedule for today about you using your mortgage for financial planning tools, I'm like, this fits along beautiful with our dream of owning a property up in Colorado or anywhere, for the matter of fact. So we're excited to start this show. Michael, I know you have a question there. What's going to happen to interest rates? So Mario, take it away.
So, Michael, the Fed last month did not raise interest rates, but all indications are that they are looking to raise interest rates in December. However, one of the regional federal guys from Minnesota today threw a curve, and he publicly went out saying that they should not increase interest rates until inflation speeds up a little more. So now there's a little bit of contradiction between one of the regional Fed guys in Minnesota and the head Fed guy in Washington. So more will be revealed.
Another reason to stay in tune with the mind of Quintero and be aware of all the fluctuations and shall we say turbulences in the industry with your real estate and mortgage needs. Mario,
Teresa.
Teresa's in the house. John, hey John. John, thank you for the weather, man. It's awesome. Big change up there from the mountains of Colorado. Mario, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Let's go. So the topic is how to use your mortgage as a financial planning tool. And boy, if you guys are watching, you want to share this now, go ahead and do so. If you have any comments, go ahead and type them in the chat. We'll answer your questions as we go along. And this is another show, the Mario Quintero Happy Hour show, that's going to save you money and allow you to purchase your dream property. So how has homeowner equity been growing?
So if you became a homeowner after 2010 and you're still in that same home today, you have probably increased your equity pretty substantially in the last 8 years.
Okay.
If you owned a home prior to 2010, you've probably done even better, because you took a dip during the real estate bubble, and now that equity has come back, and possibly even more. So equity is going to be one of the key things that we're talking about today, and how to use that equity.
And in case somebody's out there watching, I mean, this is obvious to a lot of people, but some people maybe, can you define equity real quick?
So equity is the difference in the value of your home today and the mortgage balance that you have outstanding. So if you have a home that today is valued $300,000 and your mortgage balance is $150,000,
right,
you have $150,000 worth of equity.
In case anybody out there's watching and has a doubt, hey Karam, how are you? George, welcome. D, Mailing. All right,
Yeah.
everybody misses your show, man. Everybody's tuning in on Thursdays at 4 o'clock. So, credit cards, we all have them. We hate them. We love them. Interest rates. But how has credit card debt been increasing?
So, as consumer confidence continues to increase over the last 8 years,
Right.
debt continues to increase because people feel better about their income, their jobs. They see the equity growing in their homes, so they go out and spend more. And while they're spending more, they're increasing the balances on their credit cards. So one of the things is that that's not good because those balances are very hard to bring down, especially when the average interest rate on a credit card is 21 to 28%.
Ouch. So, for those of you watching in South Florida, el tarjetazo.
El tarjetazo.
El tarjetazo, you know, you get it now, but you pay for it later. If it costs you $1, it'll end up costing you $8 by the time you're finished with it. So, the moral today is avoid it tarjetazo and contact Mario so he can help you reduce that. So, how do consumers view the credit card balances? I mean, I know we have credit card balances. A lot of people watching probably have credit card balances. How do consumers view that now?
So the average consumer views credit card debt and all kinds of balances as part of their monthly payments.
Okay.
So they look at their total mortgage payment as a monthly payment. They look at their car payment as a monthly payment, and then they look at their credit card debt as minimum monthly payments.
Wow.
So what happens is they feel good about making that minimum monthly payment. However, the balance is growing at a higher rate of speed than those monthly payments are being applied.
So when somebody just pays their minimum, are they really reducing what they owe?
No, they're just making a payment to satisfy the credit card company.
Wow. So when you're on the hook and you're making your minimums, you continue to be on the hook.
You're going to be on the hook for a long time, and that balance is going to continue to grow faster than you're going to be able to pay it off.
Wow. It's like a mad cycle.
It's like the mouse on the wheel.
Yeah.
The mouse keeps going faster and faster as the interest continues to grow.
No bueno.
Not good.
No bueno,
Not
especially
good.
as we're approaching a holiday season, and I know everybody's going to be using their credit cards, you know, and that balance is just going to continue to go up. We have a question here from Karam. What's the solution for credit card debt, I assume?
So today we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about it and how to use your home equity in order to satisfy a lot of that debt, keep your payments low, and then bring discipline, financial discipline into the mix. So stay tuned. We're going to get there next.
See that, Karam? You're in the right place at the right time. The one-stop shop. Mario Quintero's Happy Hour. Karam, this is a good time to share with your network and help them reduce their credit card debts. So, how can homeowners... Wait, that's the wrong question. How do consumers view car payments and student loan balances?
So student loan balances have been around for a while, especially if you're a homeowner, because they were taken out when you were younger,
Right.
and you went to college. Most consumers that go and buy a car, they buy a car based on what they think they can afford per month.
Okay.
So they walk into a dealership and they say, you know, I need a payment of about $300 a month, and magically the dealership comes up with the car for $300 a month. Or they go in and say 350, 400, 450, and somehow the numbers pan out. So most consumers view that as just another monthly payment that they need to make. They need a car. Most families have more than one car. They have at least two cars, and then if their children are also driving, they have a third and possibly a fourth car. So that cost of the monthly budget starts growing as the children begin to drive more.
Okay. And then, of course, you add in the insurance and you add in everything else. And
Insurance, gas, everything else falls in, and
gets-
some of that gets paid on a credit card.
Of course, and then it just keeps adding, and it just gets more and more out of control.
Correct.
So, for those of you that are homeowners that are watching, pay attention. How can homeowners use their home equity to pay off high interest rate credit cards?
So I'd like to discuss, this is just an example a scenario that I like to talk about today.
But very important, very important.
To give you a little bit of idea. And if you want to dig deeper into your own situation, I'll be more than happy to meet with you to take a look at your numbers. But this is just a ballpark type of example, just to give you an idea of what we like to recommend to our clients, especially that interest rates are still low and refinance is still an option. And if you have equity, this is a great time to be able to get rid of some of that, some or all of that credit card debt, in order for you to use that equity in a positive way. So let's assume that you own a home that the average price here in South Florida is $300,000. And right now your mortgage balance is about $150,000. Okay, so that leaves you with approximately $150,000 worth of equity.
Okay.
That takes care of the equity. So now let's go to the credit cards. You know, your average consumer out there has around $15,000 to $20,000 in credit card debt, and monthly payments on that $15,000 to $20,000 is about $400 a month in minimum payments. Remember, most people are just making their minimum payments, as that interest and at 21 to 28% is accelerating the amount of the balance. So
Okay,
you're not really paying down the balance. All you're doing is taking care of that monthly obligation so that your credit doesn't take a hit.
Okay.
So you got about $400 in monthly payments. With today's interest rates at 5% on a 30-year fixed, let's say that you took to refinance your debt, the original mortgage of $150,000 could be at around 4% interest.
Okay.
Back in the last 5 to 8 years at 4%. Today the interest rates are about 5%. So if we took the $20,000 from your equity and now you have a new mortgage of $170,000 at 5% interest, your monthly payment would go from $716 a month to $912 a month. So now you're adding $200 a month to your mortgage payment. However, you would clear out all your credit cards. Okay? So now, if you want to go even a step further and reduce the number of years that you're going to owe on that home, you can go to a 20-year mortgage, okay? And your monthly payment would be $1121, which would be actually $100 more than what you were paying before. However, now you got no credit card debt and you reduce the number of years from 30 to 20. This is just a very general example of the concept that I want to communicate to everyone today. So to give you something to think about. So even though the rates may have gone a little bit higher than when you had that original mortgage, now might be the time to look at a refinance, take a look at your debt, try to eliminate the debt, and still not be paying more than what you're paying right now.
All right, that's a great example. I want to do shout out to Miriam, Karam, Alex just tuned in, Fernando, and especially Karam. You're doing a great job at sharing this and inviting your friends to watch the broadcast, Karam. Thank you. Marty, that's a great example, and there's probably a lot of people out there saying, you know what, I should do that, but I'm having a hard enough time paying off my minimum payments on my credit cards. I just cannot make ends meet, and I cannot afford calling somebody for advice and consultation. Mario, how much do you charge to help somebody evolve here?
Well, we don't charge anything for this kind of consultation.
What?
No, we don't charge anything. We are not allowed to charge for this kind of consultation. The only time that we can get paid is when we close on a mortgage transaction. The majority of our mortgage transactions don't have any application fee, they don't have a processing fee, they don't have an underwriting fee, they don't have an origination fee, and basically we get paid from the wholesaler that we sell that loan to. So unless we close, you don't pay us a dime.
So we have a comment here from Karam.
Mm-hmm.
How can I contact you? I need it for my daughter's credit card.
So you could reach me here at the office, 305-598-1600.
and there's no fee, no charge
No.
to help our viewers and help them get out of this financial hole.
No, we consult with all our clients. We look at the best options for them to follow, and then it's up to them to make the decision
Wow.
whether they want to move forward or not.
Just wow.
It is what it is.
Happy holidays, folks. You got a great gift here right now. Mario, what is the most important finances word besides I owe?
So besides I owe to off to work I go. The biggest thing, and people learn this as they get older. You know, we're a little crazy spending when we're in our 20s and 30s, and by the time we get to our 40s, we learn the word discipline. We need to have a little bit of financial discipline. It's the only way to get out of that rut that just keeps that mouse just keeps turning that wheel faster and faster. So if you're looking to doing something like this, you're going to hear from me a lot during the process that, listen, this doesn't mean that you're going to go out now and rack up those credit cards to another $20,000 or $30,000.
Right.
What you want to do is you want to be able to take a look at your total budget and try to stick to a monthly plan where you're not going to get yourself into this hole again. Thank God for equity. That equity a lot of times saves consumers from consumer debt and credit card debt. And again, we just had a client that we did this for, and they decided to also pay off their car. They only had like eight
Nice.
payments to go.
Nice.
They paid it off, and now they have no car payment and they have zero credit, and their payment did not increase a lot because they had that equity built in, and the rates are still low enough for them to be able to handle that.
By the way, folks, this particular show and program is talking about using your equity, but if you're watching and you do have the high credit card balances and you don't have a home, you don't have equity, and you're renting, if you check out marioshomenews.com, there's other broadcasts there on how you can buy a home with hard money, as an example. If you're a doctor, if you have graduated from certain careers and are entering certain professions, you can get your home. So you can get into a home if you have equity, then this show is for you. And if you have a credit card balance, this is for you. But if you're watching and say, I don't own a home, I just rent, that's equally as bad, because you have your credit card and you're throwing away money that you can use on a monthly basis to help pay off those individual cards.
So I'd just like to add, if you don't own a home right now, I do have a list of national lenders that will help you consolidate your debt into one monthly payment so that you could begin to save for that home that you want to buy. So let's say you do have that $20,000 or $30,000 in credit card debt that you cannot seem to get to first base. You can't seem to reduce it. I have a list. I get solicited all the time, even though, thank God, I don't need it at this point in my life. But I get solicited all the time for offers of $30,000 to $100,000 to consolidate credit card debt. And what I do is I keep all those vouchers, so that if I have a client that maybe is not a homeowner, is a renter that wants to discuss this type of solution, I can just give them a copy of those vouchers so that they could call those lenders and see if they could qualify for a personal loan against their own credit and consolidate into one monthly payment and hopefully begin to become more disciplined so that they can get out of that hole.
So, Mario, that leads us to our next question. Explain just exactly how home equity consolidation works.
So the home equity consolidation is just like what I explained before. You're trying to take all those monthly expenses,
credit cards,
car, maybe even student loan or a portion of student loans, put them together, evaluate the equity in the home, and see how we can use that equity to refinance into a new mortgage with still low rates at around 5%, 30-year, 20-year, 25 years, We can do any of those options at the same rate and see if they're comfortable with that new payment while eliminating everything else. that is how we do the equity consolidation.
Wouldn't it be great if people are watching that they can start off the new year
High regla.
with one lower payment or one single payment and erase all their credit card balances, buy out the lease or the car or whatever other expenses they have?
It takes off a lot of stress. It takes off a lot of pressure from the entire family, especially the husband and wife who are trying to, they're working hard 5-6 days a week, and they just can't seem to get out of that. I'd be more than happy to sit with anyone who would like to evaluate this concept for themselves.
Amadi, you do this completely without any fees, without
fees.
any charge.
No fees. No fees.
Wow, folks. Happy holidays to everybody out there. I mean, this is huge.
What I don't like
Yeah.
is when I give somebody a couple of 2-3 hours of my time,
Of your valuable time.
and I show them what
Right.
to do, and then they go see their cousin Pete, who hasn't taught them anything,
Yep.
and then they don't do the loan with me, so that I could at least recover my time.
Oh, there's a lot of cousin Pete, and everybody has friends, and they go to Hialeah. Apologize if anybody's watching from Hialeah. No offense, but you are offering absolute valuable advice based on years of experience and helping people in the South Florida market basically get into their dream homes.
Not just the South Florida market. We cover the entire state of Florida. So if you're listening and you live anywhere within the state of Florida, we have clients in Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, Daytona, Naples, Marco Island, Fort Myers. We've helped people in all those cities.
Folks, if you're watching this and it's your first time watching, my name is Andy within South Florida, Mario Quintero, the Mind of Quintero show, one-stop shop happy hour. If this is your first time watching us, we want to invite you to check out marioshomenews.com. You have the website on the screen back there. There's a ton of resources there and a ton of valuable content that Mario has produced and he's learned through the course of years and years. How many years, Mario, now have you been in this industry?
Monday will be 16 years. We're celebrating 16 years on Monday.
16 years of valuable experience in the real estate and mortgage areas, all available to you at marioshomenews.com in the form of these Facebook Live broadcasts. You will find customer testimonials that are there from happy clients and happy customers. You will find referral partners that Mario has been using for years and years. All in all, it's a great tool, a great resource. marioshomenews.com. Check it out if you haven't.
If I'd like to say, Andy, I think I sent you earlier today the new fall newsletter, the 10-page newsletter that hopefully will go up over the weekend at marioshomenews.com. We are transitioning this month from mailing out our newsletter to over 1,800 families in Florida and outside the state of Florida, and now we're going strictly digital onto the marioshomenews.com website. So if you go to resources at marioshomenews.com, hopefully by Monday, I would hope to see
it'll be up there tomorrow.
It'll be up there so that you could read my fall newsletter, and then in January we'll put up the winter newsletter, and then every couple of months we'll put up a 10-page newsletter that is informative about the time of the season, different stories about finance and home ownership, and just stories in general, good feel stories for the season that we're in at that time. So hopefully you'll take a look and follow us on marioshomenews.com.
And if you're watching this live, please share. I know Karam has been doing a fabulous job of sharing. Thank you, Karam.
Hey, Billy, Sandra.
Karam had asked for you again to repeat the number because she missed it and she wants to contact you.
So my office number is 305-598-1600, and we're usually here between 9 and 5:30 p.m.
If you guys visit marioshomenews.com, both his email and phone number are at the top right of the site, easy access. You can check it out. If you're checking out his website on your phone, mobile phone, the phone number is there. You just gotta hit the number, hit click, and it will connect you to his office right away.
One other thing I want to just mention for those that are viewing. I'm trying to meet with my referral partners that I used over the last 16 years that I want to promote your business on marioshomenews.com.
There you go.
So if you're not shy and you'd like to, for me to promote your business and you've been a referral partner of mine for the last 16 years or greater, give me a call so that we can meet and I could do a short video about your business. And if you're a past client that I've been trying to reach, or families, parents, Octavio's on there, I've a client of mine and also a referral partner. I've done loans for him and his son recently who bought a house. They just had a young baby. I'm going to be filming them. Any of my clients that are out there for either Strock and Tanner or our real estate business, give me a call if you're not shy to go on camera so that I could visit you, or you could come by the office and we could take a short video so we could get you up on marioshomenews.com.
And this is really, folks, what's working. Mario is offering this service, and you should definitely contact him and take him up on the opportunity. You know, Mario, it's funny you say that, because today I opened the front door of my house. I got a home office, and I found a bag. Inside that bag was a book. Do you have any idea what that was?
No.
The Yellow Pages.
Okay.
The Yellow Pages. It's about this thick now, and I'm like, are people still reading the Yellow Pages? I mean, some people are, but the Yellow Pages, that is so past, okay? We've been doing these broadcasts now for a couple of months, and I used to be very, very shy. But working with Mario here, you know, I've gotten out of the box, and you know, now I'm not shy no more.
Well, you got me out of the box.
So I got him out of the box, all right? So by the same token that Mario wants to do a video and with his referral partners, his clients, and wants to promote you and feature you on his site, I want to extend an invitation as well. And if you're watching this and you own a business that is not in the real estate field and is not in the mortgage field, but if you do anything else as a business, give me a call, because I want to do the same thing that I've been doing with Mario here with you. Get in contact with me. We'll set up a schedule. We'll come in every week. We'll do a broadcast. We'll talk about your area of expertise, your product, your service, or your business, and we will get you on live, on Facebook Live, on Twitter, on Instagram, on social media. We'll drop the videos into your website. We will get you modernized, and we will pull you from the print age onto the live video social media stage, and we will do that for you. So drop me a line. You can reach me at Andy@InSouthFlorida.com. Check out my site, InSouthFlorida.com, or just call Mario and say, hey, I want to do the stuff that you've been doing on a weekly basis. Anybody out there, feel free to give me a call, unless you're, of course, in the real estate and mortgage business, because this is unique here. So
I want to say hello to Larry Scalzo in Secaucus, New Jersey.
Larry, watching from New York in the house.
From
awesome.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Awesome, awesome. So Mario, next week is Thanksgiving.
So next week, you and I probably will not be together, but I may go ahead and film a short video giving thanks, because I have 3 major dates in November that I'm very grateful for. And tune in on next Thursday. I'm going to do a short video just to say hello for the Thanksgiving Day and what gratitude means to me for the month of November. And so, what did he say? I can't watch anymore.
You two, you broke the lens on my phone.
Hi, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie. Lourdes.
So I'm going to record a short video on what gratitude means to me personally for Thanksgiving, and I'll probably play it sometime on Thursday morning.
There's definitely a lot to be thankful for as we look around the world and we look in our backyards. You know, every day that we get up in the morning and we have the ability to open our eyes, that is being grateful.
Hi, Lourdes.
Every morning when you're able to take your first breath, you know, that is being grateful. You know, so just keep that in mind. I know that we all complain about the stuff and the small stuff, and it really is small stuff when you look around the world and you look at your friends and family. As we enter the holiday season, I want to wish everybody just a lot of health, really. The wealth, it comes and goes, but the health is here, and as long as you have the health and you're kind to people around you, this rock that we're on will become a better place for all of us.
I want to wish everybody a great Thanksgiving week with your families and friends. Enjoy your dinner and stay grateful. A grateful heart stays very happy.
Absolutely.
And I personally have a lot of experience with that, and that's one of the things I try to do every single day is stay grateful.
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't forget to share, folks. If you're watching this live, share. If you're watching this on the replay, member of any of the groups that we're going to be involved with, go ahead and share it. By sharing this, you could touch somebody, and you may have the ability to touch and change somebody's life. And maybe the words of Mario can touch somebody and say, wow, I didn't have a clue how I can reduce all this that I owe. You know, you never know. You never know. So be kind, be sociable, be sharing, let everybody know.
Yeah.
Hey, Lawrence. Larry. Thank you.
He's a clown.
He's a clown? All right, all right. All right, folks. So this is Andy from in South Florida saying thank you for watching.
Thank you.
With Mario here, the mind of Quintero, the one-stop shop. Be sure to tune in. I'll be tuning in on Thanksgiving to see how well he does. I think he's going to hit it out of the park. And we will come back. This guy's a riot. The beauty of live video, right? The beauty of live video. We will come back to you after the holidays.
After the holidays.
All right, folks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.